Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So, today we're talking about something you use every single day, but probably never think about. I'm talking about toilet paper. Yeah, that's right. The humble roll sitting in your bathroom right now has a wild history. Wars, inventions, luxury, poverty. Toilet paper has seen it all. So grab a snack, not in the bathroom, please, and let's dive in. Okay, first question, what did people use before toilet paper existed? And honestly, the answer is whatever they could find. Ancient Romans? They used a sponge on a stick, shared between multiple people. Yeah, a shared sponge, on a stick. Moving on. In ancient Greece, people used pieces of ceramic. Ouch, literally ouch. In medieval Europe, hey, leaves and moss were the go-to options. And wealthy people, they used wool, lace, or hemp. Because nothing says, I'm rich, like wiping with lace, I guess. Meanwhile, sailors used old rope fibers, which honestly sounds like a whole different kind of problem. The point is, for most of human history, bathroom hygiene was, let's say, creative. Hey, quick English break. Let's look at some words we just used. Humble. Simple, not fancy. It's a humble little restaurant, but the food is amazing. Go to. Your favorite or most common choice. Pizza is my go-to dinner. Meanwhile, at the same time, somewhere else. I was studying. Meanwhile, my friend was sleeping. Cool. Let's keep going. So who actually invented toilet paper? Surprise, surprise, it was China. Chinese inventors were making paper as early as 100 BC. But the first recorded use of paper specifically for bathroom purposes? That goes back to the 6th century AD, when a scholar named Yin Jitue wrote, and I love this. He wrote that he was uncomfortable using paper that had writings or quotes from wise men on it for bathroom use, which is honestly very respectful if you think about it. By the 14th century, China was mass-producing toilet paper. The emperor's royal family alone used 720,000 sheets per year. Some of those sheets were even perfumed toilet paper for the emperor. Meanwhile, the rest of the world is still out here using rocks and leaves. So Europe and America knew about paper. They just didn't use it in the bathroom for a very long time. In America and Europe, people commonly used pages torn from newspapers, catalogs, and almanacs. Fun fact, the Farmer's Almanac in the 1800s actually had a hole punched in the corner so people could hang it in the outhouse. Yes, the outhouse. That's an outdoor toilet for our English learners. Then in 1857, a New Yorker named Joseph Gaiety changed everything. He created the first commercially sold toilet paper in America. He called it medicated paper and had his name printed on every single sheet. The man put his name on toilet paper. That is either genius marketing or the worst idea ever. Maybe both. But here's the thing, it didn't sell very well at first. Because people thought, why would I pay for this when I can just rip a page out of the Sears catalog? Fair point, honestly. Late to the party. When someone misses a trend or idea that others already discovered. I just started watching that show. I know. I'm late to the party. Commercially sold in stores as a business product. The first commercially sold smartphone changed everything. Outhouse, an outdoor bathroom, usually a small wooden structure, common in rural America before indoor plumbing. Okay, so when did toilet paper become the rolled-up version? We all know. That credit goes to Seth Wheeler, who in 1891 patented the toilet paper roll attached to a cardboard tube. Sound familiar? And yes, Seth Wheeler's original patent drawing shows the paper coming over the top of the roll. So for anyone who's ever argued about whether the paper should go over or under, the inventor himself said over. Case closed. Debate settled. You're welcome. By the early 1900s, toilet paper rolls were becoming more popular in American homes. But there was still a huge problem. Nobody wanted to talk about it. Advertising toilet paper was considered embarrassing. Saying the word toilet in public was considered rude. Companies had to get very creative with their marketing. One brand advertised their toilet paper as splinter-free, which raises the horrifying question, what exactly was the competition selling? By the 1930s, toilet paper was finally becoming a household staple in America. The Great Depression actually helped. People couldn't afford fancy alternatives, and affordable toilet paper became a practical necessity. During World War II, toilet paper was considered so essential that it was included in military supply packages. Soldiers needed it in the field. That's when Americans really started to see it as a basic necessity, not a luxury. By the 1970s and 80s, the toilet paper industry was booming. Brands like Charmin were running massive TV commercials. Remember the slogan, "Please don't squeeze the Charmin"? Americans were spending billions of dollars a year on toilet paper. It became as normal as buying bread or milk. And then, 2020 happened. When COVID-19 hit and lockdowns began, people panicked. And what did they panic by? Toilet paper. Store shelves across America were wiped clean, pun absolutely intended. People were hoarding it, fighting over it in stores, selling single rolls online for crazy prices. But here's the funny part. There was never actually a shortage of toilet paper being produced. The problem was that Americans suddenly couldn't use the bathroom at work or school, so they needed more at home. The supply chain just couldn't switch fast enough. So the great toilet paper crisis of 2020 was basically a logistics problem, not a supply problem, which is both reassuring and a little embarrassing for all of us. And that, my friends, is the incredible, surprising, sometimes gross, always fascinating history of toilet paper. From Roman sponges on sticks, to Chinese imperial perfumed sheets, to Seth Wheeler's patent, to the great toilet paper panic of 2020, it's been quite a journey. If you learned something new today, or if you just want to feel smart at your next dinner party, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a video. Drop a comment below. I want to know, over or under. Let's settle this once and for all. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.